Hi there. Okay, so I realize that I'm hit or miss with posting, and most of it's because I just live by what I feel. And I also sometimes question whether or not I really need to post, but my goal at this point is to help people realize that we are divinely perfect. We're exactly where we need to be in all now moments. And this isn't a process of becoming something that you're not. This is a process of remembering who you are, what you are, how you serve, and it's true regardless of what you've done. So, awakening. I for sure awakened and when I say awakened, I just mean I remembered who and what I truly am in 2016. And with that realization, it took time for me to integrate all of the, lessons that arise from within that truth. And now I really just want to show up, and I'm not going to teach you how to awaken, because if you're here, if you resonate with this, you are awake. You've already remembered. It's just that you go back and forth going, okay, what do I need to fix? What do I need to heal? As long as you keep going and thinking that you have something to fix, to heal, you're going to create that, because remember, you're the creator of your reality. It's your beliefs, it's your focus. So whatever it is you're focusing on, that is what you're creating. If you believe that you need to heal, if you believe that you need me to be your teacher, if you believe that you need anything outside of you, then that's what's going to be reflected back to you. And it's a gift. It's actually the most brilliant teaching that we could be offered. I think that, a big trap of being human is discounting the divinity that we inherently are based on our own judgment of ourselves, of other people, of the world around us. When we're in judgment, and for those of you who are Christian, the Bible tells you this. When you're in judgment, it's not that you're bad. It's not that you're going against yourself, because you are a creation and a creator. You created you. God created you because you are an aspect of God. You can never separate from God. And part of why judgment, and God, whatever you want to call it, it does not care what you call it. Love, universe, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's light and it's dark. God is good and it's bad. It depends on the level of consciousness of the person who is flowing source energy. But you could, and I know that this is hard to hear, but you could hurt somebody and still and do it intentionally, and it doesn't change that you are still God source energy. And so if we can step back from judging ourselves, we will also free others from our judgment, and you also gain clarity. So when I see someone doing something that I wouldn't do from my level of consciousness, and this isn't a hierarchical thing, this is just truth. When I see somebody doing something that I wouldn't do, I'm not judging them. I am now able to see people with compassion, because I know that they have forgotten who and what they truly are. Nobody's doing anything. I mean, there are people actually who are doing things to hurt others, to cause turmoil, to cause distress. But I can still hold compassion, because I know that distress and turmoil within, what do people do? They project it outwards. I don't want this. I don't want this. This isn't mine. This is you. right? So at this point, and it is September 22nd, 2025, at this point, if you're watching this and you're resonating with me, you know that this is true. You know that whatever happens in your life, regardless of how you feel about it personally, is divine. It's divine. It happens always for a reason, for a purpose, for our own expansion. That's why we are here. You can never get it wrong. You can never get it done, because Source seeks to expand through you, through me. It is you, it is me. It's everything we create. It's everything we think. It's everything we breathe. One of the best things that I gathered in meditation is the ability to calm and center your body and to breathe. And that, my higher self has explained, it changes the field around you, and people feel good around you because it's Source flowing through you and impacting their field. So anytime you're experiencing turmoil, say you're in a long grocery store line or anything that you can't control, right? Just relax your body, fall into your breath, get into a meditative state, and know that you are Source energy impacting the overall field. We have far more power than we realize. And if you're watching me, it's because you are here to do this too. If you ask me, someone asked in the comments if they could connect with me. I don't have a way to connect with any of you besides just comments on YouTube. And please leave comments. I do answer them. And you don't need, we're connecting right now. If we weren't sharing an energy field, you wouldn't even be watching me. So you have everything you need. I'm just reflecting back to you what you know is true. There's nothing you need to fix. There's nothing wrong with you. You're on the right track. Always. There is no wrong track. It doesn't exist. So holding truth is holding that you are divine. You are God Source energy in form and function all of the time. Everything that you create, everything that you gaze upon, everything that you focus on, everything that you give your energy to, your thought to, you're creating. And you can bless those things, or you can also curse those things. And I don't mean curse as in, I mean, like a blessing is recognizing the truth. I see you, I see what you're doing, and I see that you're just unconscious. You just don't remember who and what you are, or you would not be doing what you're doing. You would never hurt an animal. You would never hurt another person if you had the conscious awareness to remember who and what you are. And so from that perspective, please know that you can look on anybody with compassion, with love. And, my higher self has said, if you are unable to look upon another with compassion, love, this isn't feeling sorry for somebody, because everybody has chosen their path. We don't feel sorry for anybody, because what is that creating? More turmoil for that person. You have got to reflect back in love, right? You've got to reflect back in the truth of who and what that person truly is. If somebody is homeless, if somebody is struggling, if someone is, miserable, you have to look upon that person in truth. I know who and what you are. I see you've forgotten, but I know who and what you are. You've got this. This isn't about handouts, because nobody needs handouts. It's also not turning your back on somebody either. The one thing my higher self has said, that if you are going to look on somebody in pity or feel sorry for somebody, then it's my obligation, my responsibility, my duty to that person for me to look away. Not because I don't care, but because I do care. Because I know that the way that I'm focusing, the way that I'm choosing to perceive, it is a conscious choice. And if I'm feeling sorry for somebody, if I'm looking down on somebody, if I'm judging somebody for anything, including myself, I am responsible for feeding that energy. And we have got to be conscious creator beings at this point. I hope that this is helpful. If you do ask questions in the comment section, I'll answer them. But you don't need me to answer questions for you. You could ask those same questions and go into meditation and have them answered yourself. You might not even have to go into meditation. If you're actually here watching this, you probably don't. You're good. Okay, take care.